Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Lady Calamere. I welcome you to my channel. I'm doing my 256th presentation and it's on Nana Buluku. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Did y'all leave milk and cookies out for Jason Voorhees? Stay out of them woods, especially Crystal Lake. Okay, that being said, it is Friday the 13th. Great time of year. So anyways, Nana Buluku. Oh, we got Sir Mew Mew here, and that was just Loki. Nana Buluku, Nana Buruku, or just Nana. She's also called other things, depending on your path. So here, in Voodoo, she's a Loa. In the Orisha traditions, like Candomblé, she's an Orisha. And Santeria, she's an Orisha. She is primordial, dare I say, a primordial Orisha. So let's give credit where credit is due, because that's what I do. That's box of toys. That looks tacky. Their box of cat toys. I should have. There we go. But anyways, let's give credit where credit is due. Okay, since I'm using full mold, it's not getting everything. So let's put these together. So these two cards, okay? Okay, this is number 2 of the suit of fire. Number 2, the suit of air. This is a Rada. This is Petro. We got Nana Buluku. Then we have Nanan Buluku La Flambeau. So these are tradition and Voodoo. And this is the from the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot by Louis Martini and Sally Ann Glassman. I met Sally Ann Glassman several times. Beautiful art. She's a beautiful woman. She's really nice to talk to. She owns the store of the Isle of Salvation in the 9th Ward of New Orleans. So not in the French Quarter. She's in the 9th Ward. So this card, Nana Buluku, Goddesses of the World, by Welmi, Sasha, and Sylvia Damiano. Beautiful deck. I recommend. Okay, this one, Nana Buluku. That card is about seasons, an oracle card. This is by Abiola Abrams. A 44 card deck and guidebook, African Goddess Rising Oracle. And last but not least, we got the High Priestess card, and this comes from the Afro-Brazilian Tarot, a channel for the beneficial forces of an ancient magic. So it's Llewellyn, but Lo Scarabaro. And I pronounced that wrong. But basically translated as a scarab. Tarot. So this is really beautiful. So who is she? So and definitely in the tarot cards, I would place her in the moon, as well as the priestess card. She is ancient. Her name. Speaking of which, you know, of course, usually we have 2 grandparents, 4 grandparents, 2 grandmothers. I had one that was just I called Grandma, but my one that I loved the most was Nana. I called her Nana. I always called her Nana. I didn't call her Grandma, really. I called her Nana. And that's not even a Dutch or German or anything. I guess they wanted me to call her Nanny, but I called her Nana. That's all I called Nana. And Nana, when we think about it, Nana. So deals with a matronly elder grandma Buruku, Buluku, Buruku, sorry, meaning like dark or twisted. So we got twisted grandmother, dark grandmother. Uh, she is becoming more and more well known. She is becoming more well known. At one time, she was she's still an obscure deity. I will tell you that. Whether she's a Loa or an Orisha, goddess, she is obscured. And in fact, even in Santeria, she's not really, from what I understand, not crowned a lot or directly crowned. But in Candomblé, that is different. She is crowned, and she's maybe not as often as the other Rishas, but like Jango or Uchun or Yamanya in Brazil. But she is crowned, and it's more known. She is known by the Ewe people, EWE, and the Fawn. But she spread. So, like in Dahomey. But she spread, and as you can tell, she in New Orleans and Haiti. And back to what I'm saying is that in more the Loa traditions in Africa, Loa, she is the one who gives birth. She comes out of like the watery void, I guess, and she gives birth to the sun and moon, or moon and sun, which is Mawu Lisa. Mawu is the feminine, the mother, the moon, and she gives birth to Lisa, who is the sun, the father. She gives, in which they create the world, but she is ancient. I sometimes give my, a lot of times I do it. I give my deities, Orishas, Loas, gods, goddesses, spirits, nicknames. So I call her, and with all respect, and she knows this, Swamp Witch. The Swamp Witch. And I'll get into that. And this lady, oh my God, when I really made, and you know, I've known about her, I've learned so much about her, and I would just start talking to her. And one day I really, really reached out to her, really big time. Really big time, and she really came through for me for some things, and I know she's gonna come through for me, and it was so fast that she came through for me. It was like the next day. I was like, oh. And before she came through to me, almost all night, I had dreams of her. I would have dreams of her looking like this, but almost like this, almost, and I was looking at her, and then sometimes she was taller than me, and we were like almost like locking eyes. And there was sometimes I would wake up, I go back, she was there. I wake up, I go back, I would wake up and go, because I could wake up a lot and go to pee a lot. And I know, TMI, but I would get up to go to the bathroom, and I'd go back to sleep, and she was there. And at the final dream I had, she wasn't there. At least I don't think she was. But I remember one dream, she was just sitting with her back towards me. But she was talking to me. I guess she was doing something, maybe some work. I don't know. But I'm telling you, she came through for me within less than 24 hours. And before she came through, I felt her. She has strong, her presence. Oh my God. So her presence, I know I'm going to go in some my personal experiences. But we're going to talk about her. I just want to tell you, her presence is like she brings her world to you, as if two worlds are colliding. And her presence is strong, heavy. It's like there. And I swear to you, I start seeing things, like I see the scene. Like I see my home, but I see her home. And I hear crickets. And I hear like chirpings and like frogs, I guess, and crickets, and so I'm starting to hear them now, like the frogs and chirp, chirp, chirp. and I hear the crickets, and I can see the swamp and the mist. Oh my God, the mist is like, sometimes it's mist, but it's alive, like it has spirits in it. And I'll tell you why. And she showed up in purple, like a deep purple, like something like maybe this color on her. And she had cowrie shells on her crown. So she had this, but cowrie shells, and she was an elderly lady. I felt loved. I felt she paid attention to me. I felt that I mattered. And she was an elderly lady, and I'm telling you, you can't hide anything from Nana. You won't be able to hide anything from her. Don't you think you're gonna hide things, for she'll know. She'll know before you know. That's, you ever hear that? I know before you know. you know. She knows, like and I reached out to her too, and I gave her tobacco. I gave her a cigar. I gave her cigar smoke. I gave her attention. I gave her a plum cot. And a plum cot is an apricot, red between an apricot and a plum, and it's purple. And when you bite into it, oh my God, it's like this almost like reddish purple. And it's so sweet. And I gave it to her. She accepted it. And that's not even a traditional offering. This is something new, but I knew she would like it. I knew she had to have it. I knew it. I bought it. For my, I was like, God, I'm going to buy it for Nana Buluku. But I also want one, and I got to try because I never had it. I said, oh my God, it's so sweet. She loved it. Can't go wrong with plum clots. So even though it's not traditional, we're evolving. Everything is evolving. So she's ancient. She is ancient. She is she's not a diva, but she's demure. She's respectful. She's honorable, and she could look at you like this, But she can also hide herself with a veil of cowrie. Now, cowrie is very important. Okay, in the Africa and this part of the world, before white man showed up. Cowrie was currency. It was money. It was currency. You can buy things with cowrie. So cowrie shells, and also they are used for reading. Okay, they have spiritual value too, and religious value. As you will see, like the eyes and the ears and the mouth of a legua is made with cowrie shells. Those little shells you see on the bust of a legua, the cement head, are cowrie shells. And this is Joker. So, let me get this up. I am feeling a presence. I don't know if you guys can feel it. I'm talking about her, and I'm like, oh God, I'm getting hot. I gotta put on. Woo! Woo! Thank you, Nana. Yeah, I feel like it feels swampy. I mean, I feel it's thick. It's like in my head, and I don't feel scared. It's not oppressive. Now, is she approachable 50-50? Okay, she's more approachable by women and by gay men, or men that have very feminine qualities. She will talk to men. I talked to one of my friends, hey Patrick, and he actually likes her, and he's studying her now, and I believe he feels her. I mean, but she's more attuned to women, and she'll come more to women, and she'll be more kinder to a woman. Now, she ain't always going to be kind, because again, she is hot, okay? And there are hot Orishas and cold Orishas. She's hot. She magnifies fire. So it's best off, and I know it's not always possible, because people who live in metropolises, and you live in skyscraper apartments, and you're on the 30th floor, and you don't have place or a place that you can go to make an altar, and you're pretty much which is not usually advised to have her altar in your home. I definitely would not put it in your bedroom. Definitely not. Or bathroom. Don't. Because, and if you do, Richard, be careful of fire. I've heard of her things catching fire. So be mindful. She loves fire. But she's hot. She magnifies. It's just her energy. You know what I mean? It's like lightning is an energy. You got to be careful of lightning. Got to be careful with the sun. Sun is great, but you stay out too long in the sun, you get sunburns and skin cancers. It's just the energy. You go out in the ocean, and you are susceptible to that energy. You can drown in it, right? Ain't the ocean's fault. So it just is what it is. She is a cosmic force. She is primordial, and she has different caminos or roads. And she has incarnations. Different ways. She shows up in different patakis or different stories. So she's definitely wow. She's definitely, for me, she makes me, I mean, I want to burst out in tears right now, and like just love for this very powerful lady. She is a very powerful witch, and I mean that in all goodness. I'm a witch, so and you know how some people use, oh, she's a real witch, and you mean something mean. It's not. She's powerful. She knows. She is said that all herbs are her and waters are her. Yeah, you have Yamaya, you have Ulukun, you have Ajay, but we're talking about primordial here. Water. Salt water, brackish water, fresh water, rainwater, swampy water, water that's in stasis, that's static, and that even has all this stuff in it, and what is it called? Algae. That's what I'm looking for. Growing in it. Still hers. Her domain. Okay. She said you can, oceans, water, lakes, definitely swamp. Oh God, that is definitely her home, the swamp. Here, you see she's doing a ritual here. She's doing cleansing. She's a purifier. She does purifications. And now a lot of prayers are done to her for women. She does miracles, and I really hope she heals Hala, and Nana Buluku knows what I'm talking about. So she needs a liver transplant. So hopefully she gets one, and I want her to get one. I want her to get well. Nana Buluku, she's definitely more tuned to nocturnal, the night. You can call her during the day, but she's more tuned to the night. She is like, her element is earth and water. Her planetary powers is the moon. She is very lunar. She is as old as time, if not older. She's very nurturing, so she's called upon women. I'm sorry, I get off track. I don't have a script. This just proves it. But she's called by women to find a mate, to get pregnant, to have a safe pregnancy, and to have a safe delivery and have good children. Healthy children. She's also tuned to children. Okay. She protects women in times of need when they call out to her. She's a miracle worker. She's a healer. She deals with spirits of the dead and the ancestors and ancestral memory. So anything to do with ancestral memory is also her domain. And remember, the Orishas are not like Highlander. The Loas are not like Highlander, okay? There's not, you can only be one. The energies and powers and what they do overlap sometimes. Okay, we're going to stop this right now. Stop it, guys. Here. You guys got to act up, right? Tension's not on you. So, if you're in a crisis, please get help. And with that, with women in crisis, she's good to come to. During times of sorrow, during times of sadness, she is something to come to. Okay? And she has a habit when a man, and this is her, okay? When a man hurts a woman, that woman can use Nana Buluku to hurt him. So, you know, if you're a victim of sexual assault, again, get help. Do what you need to do. Legally. Then you can use this lady to curse. This divine being to curse the perpetrator. You know, you can really do some nasty curses, especially to a certain organ that they used. Ooh, rubbing my hands in that. So, yeah, sometimes when I feel her, sometimes I can feel her behind me with her hands on my shoulder, like holding me in a comforting way. Like your mom or your grandma would put her hands on your shoulder of like, you know, it's going to be okay. So, yes, she is a kindly old lady, but she's also a ferocious old lady. Okay, she is a warrior, and if someone tries to go after her, she's not going to back down. She's not going to stop. Now, she don't use metal for her, and I've seen some of her things are tools, and it's like silver, and the tools are the 7 snakes, the torso of a woman, like from the belly on up to the neck, and first part of the arms to the elbow, and up to the neck is an image of that, and the sun and the moon. Other than that, no metallic. There's a reason. And I'll tell you a story. You want to hear a story? Okay. Okay, Joker. Don't interrupt my story. Okay, she knows. God. Nana Buluku knows they're innocent animals. They don't mean any harm. She knows that. So anyways, I feel like having my voice get a little bit quiet and a little bit raspy. So, as in Candomblé, Ogun doesn't ask permission. He just goes where he wants. And he wanted to cross the land, but he knew he should have asked, Nana, can I cross your land? And Nana would have probably said yes, as long as you're respectful and ask permission, because she has a way of disciplining men. She has a way of putting them in their place. She has a way of, you know, hitting them with a 2x4 in the head. So anyways, he goes through the land, and as he's going through the land, he's using his machete, which is metal, iron. He's chopping his way through the land, and then he comes upon her main home, the swamp, and he's chopping his way. And Nana Buluku was like, excuse me, and not like in a polite way either. And basically, as a story, he should have asked permission, and he says, I'll do what I want. And she used the swamp to slow him down and start grabbing his legs. Like the vines were actually, you know, you ever see Evil Dead? The first one, the vines attacked the woman. Well, that's what's pretty much what's going on with Ogun. And Ogun would not back down, and it was a fight. And she basically wins this fight against the Spirit of Iron. And he said that I'm going to come back and I'm going to get you. And basically she'll be ready. And he said to her, I'm going to turn your swamp blades into iron blades, and they will cut everything up. And they'll cut you up. And basically, you don't want to use any iron or metal. So when they do animal sacrifices, they can't use metal blades. They use wooden blades or bamboo blades or bamboo blades. They make a sharp knife out of it. Or they would just, like with ducks, they would break the neck and pull the head off. Again, you should be trained in that to do that. And plus, I'm not a farmer either, but yeah, in Irish traditions, and also you have, depending on your lineage, all the animals would have to be either black, and then another lineage will say it all has to be white. So then at that point, what is your spiritual lineage? What is your house? What do they do? What do your Santero does? What does your Mambo or Hogan, Mambo? So again, she has more priestesses, even back then. So women were in her line, her cult, her religion, and I don't mean cult in the bad, like crazy, kooky cult. We're talking about when I say that, I mean like old religions would do. She is very protective, and she gets very aggressive. If she loves you, she may direct you. She may help direct your course or fix your course, but she'll F someone up. She'll F someone up for you. She's definitely a good one to guard your home, your loved ones. So her colors, depending on the line and traditions, as I see her purple, and I like the purple and black. So purple, black, white, as you see, whites, light blues, and pink, as you see right here. Like a light blue for the waters and pink. Like lavender and lilac colors. And I said white, also red, as well as green. No metallic-y colors. No metallic purple or metallic blue. Pastel could be fine. She deals with life as well as death. So where can you find her? Where are her homes? Swamp. Marshes. Alligator Alley in Florida. Honey Island, like something like Honey Island in Louisiana and parts of Morgan City. So swamps. Bodies of water. You can think of Lake Erie, Lake Pontchartrain. The beach, the coastline, by oceans and seas, and the oceans and seas itself. Hospitals, as well as cemeteries and graveyards. That's where her home is. She loves fire and candles. So be careful with that, because she magnifies it. Her symbols are also clay. So if you serve her, it's better to do on a ceramic plate or clay plate. Anything but nothing metal. Do not serve her on a metal plate. Come on, cat. Joker's sitting on top of me and he's nuzzling me right now. I'm gonna move this towards me. I think I need a microphone. Think I should get a microphone? So her symbols are the clay. Clay is her. Mud. Mud is her element. So that's earth with water. Mud. Mud is a great, so when you see mud, it's a great thing. So calabashes. Let me go with that damn monitor. All right. Knock it off. So mud and clay. Her number is 7. Mud and clay represents where you create things. You can make things out of clay. Clay is used to make pot. It used to make those cups and something to drink and eat out of. And beautiful things you can make out of clay. And also there's a type of clay that you can eat that's actually has a lot of beneficial qualities. You can literally eat that clay. Not all clays, so don't go around getting clay and eating it. But when you think of also clay, I mean, we can get clay, we can get air dry clay, we can get clay that needs to be put in a kiln. And you think of Play-Doh or something like that. My kids play with. So she has the ability to produce life, to bring forth it, and to nurture life, and be there at the end to guide the spirits to where they need to go. She provides plus blessings, and she gives knowledge and wisdom. She is very wise. She is a great healer. She knows all about the herbs. All the herbs are said to be hers. Originally hers. Yeah, I know Osane is deals with herbs, and so there's Oshosi. Again, this is not Highlander, but she knows, like, all herbs and flowers belong to her. But there are some herbs that are more attuned to her than others. Like mint. Mint is a good herb. Marshmallow root. Marshmallow root is another good herb for her. There is what is it? I think it's Spanish moss is another thing. So Spanish moss that you find on tombstones is also hers. Bamboo, and also the baobab tree, probably butchering that up, is also her tree. And also another color that deals with her is brown, depending. I'm sorry, go back to your colors and put brown. She deals with the life cycles, the seasons of life as well. So what can we give to her as offering? Again, plums, red wines, purple wines. I would go for grapes, especially in her color, like red, purple, even the black grapes. Plums. And some of these are traditional, some are not. Guavas, cooked yams, eggs, tobacco. And it could be a cigarette, loose tobacco, roll your own, or cigars, pipes. She loves that. People have given her hard liquors. She, grains. So think of breads. Think of cereal grains. Grains. Fruits. I mean, you can think of like red apples. You can think of red pears. Little bananas. The little bananas. Not the big bananas, but the little bananas. She definitely, those baby bananas, she loves them. Coconuts. Chocolate. So depending on your lineage, you know, some people give her white chocolate, which is not really chocolate. But you can give her white chocolate, the pretend chocolate, and give her milk chocolate or dark chocolate. She likes coffee, but she likes it dark. Okay? A little milk doesn't hurt, but she likes it dark. She also likes coffee beans. It doesn't, not, I would give her whole beans, like when you get the beans before it's ground. She loves the smells of that. Sometimes it's good to give her in sevens, but you know, I didn't have 7 cigars or something. I gave her what I had, and out of love and respect. Anything like something made by a child, could be a coloring or a drawing. She would take that. Cowrie shells. She enjoys cow. That's, you don't want to give her coins. Don't give her coins, people. If you're gonna give her currency, your currency, you know, give her currency, whether you know a pound or in England pound, or you know dollar. You can give her $1. You can give her $7. You can make it out to 7. You know, 7 $1, or $5 bill with, and put 2 ones. That's $7. So you can give her that, but do not give her coins. Do not give her metal tokens or coins. She loves candles. Again, be careful. She loves fire. Again, be careful. Lavender. That's another color that deals with her. And I'm feeling like you can give her lavender. And some nuts. Like hazelnut. Or hazelnut coffee. That's what I'm getting. Hazelnut coffee. And I don't pull this out of my ass. You know, I've done years and years and years of research, and also contacting her and feeling her. And if I didn't say eggs, eggs. She likes eggs. Water. Definitely, a lot of days like water, but definitely water. Her feast day is July 26th, already passed, which coincides with St. Anne, and was one of the saints that she's some use Our Lady of Carmel, but definitely St. Anne, and the reason why is because Anne is in Catholicism and Christianity, Anne is the mother of Mary. Mary is the mother of Yeshua, Jesus. So Anne represents the grandmother. So that's the reason. And you can give her hot chocolate. She likes chocolate, so hot chocolate, and you could put marshmallows in it. But it's not different. It's different. Marshmallow is different. It's different from marshmallow herb. But the marshmallows of white going against the black. Grape juice. If you don't want alcohol, grape juice. Darker, the better. What else? And we got Loki here. Loki Lofison wants to sit on everything. They're kind of behaving today. I don't have to have the toys going off. I guess she's like, you guys behave now. You had your fun, now you behave and be good kitties. So those are just like, if I didn't say plums, you can give her plums. So she is also, she can help you solve a problem. She has great advice, but she's also a warrior. And she is a very powerful warrior. Like I said, she won't back down. The knives that should be wooden knives, nothing metal. And that's also because she's also a primordial. She's before the Iron Age. But again, do not put her next to Ogun. Do not put her next to Ogun. Do not feed Ogun at the same time with her. It's bad juju. It's not good. And you're not gonna like the results. Ogun don't like her and she don't like him, so it's just the energies don't get along. She symbolizes the creation of the earth. She's portrayed with dark skin. She's a dark skinned woman. She's elderly, very demure. Sometimes her eyes can be seen closed or half open, which signifies thinking, introspection, and wisdom and meditation. She can wear things like this, and sometimes it's elaborate, but sometimes she's just a simple robe, a simple attire. And it could be of cotton or linen. She represents the night skies and the deep depths of the ocean. When you look up and you see all the stars at night, you can think of Nana. Mist. I just get this. Like, for me, it's mist around her. She is a humble, like, she has a sense of, like, she is not like extravagant, as that's what I want to say. But she's very powerful, very deep. She reminds one to, have modesty instead of being flaring out extravagant. And I seen Brazil dance when in Brazil and Candomblé they wear white and they do this dance, but when they do it, it's like a lady walking with a cane and kind of bent over, like hunched over, like an old lady, not a little lady, but a old lady with a cane. And her dress can represent like this, like the ocean. You see the flowing? That's perfect. The flowing of the ocean. And you see the egg of creation. And again, that's from this card. Let me get the card out. African Goddess Rising. So if you want to put someone on maiden, definitely warrior. She's definitely a warrior goddess, as well as crone. Now it says that when she did her creation, she retired and let the other Orishas or Loas take over. But she's still there. And she still does things. She is a lady of introspection. And like I said, she can help you point out to different herbs to heal, or like if you look into blend oils, she can help you with that. Or if you're doing wart cunning, she can help you. If you know what wart cunning is, you know what I'm talking about. So she can help you, if you're doing a spell, what should I use, and she'll help you. And you just look it up, do some, research on things and see what you're getting is actually coming from her. But she can help you. So as for the cowrie shells, it shows her royalty. Okay, she's like grandmother queen. She is the royalty. Again, it represents money. And I guess you could say that's extravagant right there, but she's not like Flair or like Chongo or Shun will be. She is also, I forgot, one of her tools is the broom. And in Wicca, we call it Besum, or witchcraft Besum. The Besum. The Besum. So, and she's used to cleanse things and remove things. And you can use a Besum to curse. You don't like someone, you're sweeping dirt in your home. And as you sweep them, you sweep the dirt at someone and you tap them. So if you don't have them physically there, I think you know where I'm going with this. But it's, again, she's a sorceress. She's a witch. She's a shaman. She's a medicine woman. And she's old knowledge. And she's old school. And she can be very stern. And she has to, she will get in your face. And put you in your place. Very, like, the sounds of nature and the sounds of drums and very old type of ancient types of drumming, when she's in her warrior aspect, definitely fast drumming. And that's the time when I guess you could put on metal. But otherwise, she's like chill. But what she knows, and what she loves, she protects. And what's hers is hers. But again, it's so if you go into her like if you go into her, like if you do any like journey, spiritual journey, ask, may I, like mama, may I, mother, may I? Yes. So she can be very motherly, but she's like the grandmother. So if you make beads of hers, you would better off using different crystals. Definitely what screams out to me as hers is moss agate. And this is also research moss agate. Again, cowrie shells. Obsidian, black obsidian. Snowflake obsidian. Purple amethyst. Red amethyst and black amethyst is hers. Master Shamanite. Master Shamanite. What's that other one? Numite is good for her. Numite. And Shungite. Those are definitely good for her. If you make like beads, like black beads or purple and black, you can make them out of painted wood, plastic, no metal. She is the night sky, she is the ocean, she is the mud, she is ancient, she is the earth. Black mirrors, again, should not have any metal on it. And if you put mirrors to scry, make sure there's no metal. Do not scry or do any scrying with metal. Even pendulums should not have, I would not use a metal chain with it. Again, I would make sure it's a type of string on a crystal. Again, sometimes metals are used, but and that's an interesting thing. That where goes the dilemma of can you use a pendulum? And I would really, especially nothing of iron. I wouldn't use a brass pendulum for her at all. And it is possible to make a pendulum out of wood and have it, attached with a string. Again, ask your, go with your lineage, okay, with that. And again, that's not traditionally used. Yes, she can be used for cursing and hexing your enemies. So, brooms are used in her. You can give her a besom. Halloween Samhain is coming up. Shadowfest. So there's lots of brooms to be had there. You can get even the cinnamon brooms, and you can get her decorative brooms, and you could give her a simple broom, a simple cleaning broom. But you can get her something that would delight her and delight your energies. You can get her, the cinnamon brooms that you can get at grocery stores, and now they're selling the Halloween brooms. That spirit of Halloween, you can get her that. Hey, she again, July 26th is her day, but don't forget, you can worship, you can also attribute Mother's Day to her, and this is more of new things, and Samhain, Halloween. True Samhain falls not on October 31st, but the true Samhain begins. It's the gates are wide open, is when Scorpio's in the 15th degree. And that could happen like November 5th, November 6th. It depends on the astrological. So, yes. So, again, your altar should represent what her domains are. So if you're more attuned to the ocean, you can put like a ghost ship there and her thing. That's fine. Put things that represent the ocean. If you feel that she's more energies more towards a swamp, then you put swampy things like what's that? Oak moss and stuff, and the cypress that hangs off the trees, and like what type of tree is I see her with is like the crepe tree, almost like a crepe tree, and this is like also like a tree like this. So again, whatever's in the swamps, and the creatures are in the swamps. Here we have gators, so we have alligators. But also, you think of crocodiles in other parts of the world and that type of land in the marshes. Crocodiles. Her animals. Angelfish. Yes, angelfish is her animal. Snakes. There's a story where Ogun was hunting all the animals on her land, and she decided to protect this deer. And she came, I believe, as a snake and protected it. So you would think that deer also has something to do with her worship. But again, snake and angelfish. And depending, black animals, and on islands, white animals. So my black cat, she is, again, the sound of nature in the swamps, and is definitely hers. So other things about her, and again, I'm sorry, I just don't want to have a script or notes with me. I don't write down notes. So sometimes she may be portrayed, depending on her lineage, wearing a skirt made of straw or reeds. But I personally haven't seen that. At least it's, but there's this one site that says her number is 8, and no, her number is 7. Other offerings, Again, go back to your offerings. Sorry, palm oil and okra, beans, cornmeal, palm oil. But the way that palm oil is harvested now these days is just very destructive. So I'm very I don't buy palm oil a lot because of that. I'm sorry. I you know, but I'm just saying, you can give her palm oil. And again, if it's best to have her in the front yard, backyard, or on a piece of property outside if you can. But again, like right now she's in my home right now, and as this right now is I'm in my home and there's no problem, and I think she's making my cats behave, but I don't want to jinx it. Now, she also deals with spiritual evolution and spiritual elevation. Elevation, sorry. Elevation, not elevation. Spiritual elevation. She deals with personal growth. She deals with peace. She deals with serenity. Cutting off what doesn't serve you. Cutting off bad people from your life. She helps you towards enlightenment, to become wise. She helps you become a healer as well as a teacher. A healer and a teacher. She will help you with magical powers. She will help you with the psychic powers. And she definitely comes strongly into the Agnya chakra, the third eye, and the Soma, which is right above the third eye. So you got the third eye like right here, and then right above here, there's a Soma. So she's going to deal with the Soma and above. But definitely the Agnya, the third eye chakra, and the Soma chakra. She can help you trance, help you meditate, help you get in to your power, to develop your power, to develop who your true will you're meant to be. But also she can also help you with the occult powers and magic. She can help you with the spells. So definitely use depending where you're going for. For me, purple and black, or black or purple. But you can also use white candles, red candles, and like blue candles to represent the waters and the oceans. Again, she can also help you with some prosperity in your life. So the prosperity to help you, because you can't eat air. She helps people, especially women and children, but also those who look to protect the earth, of course, legal ways, to protect the animals of the earth. When we think about it, WCW, White Coat Waste Project, has really been saving animals, closing down these labs that we no longer need, and they're using animals to torture them just for, let's see how many times a cat can puke before they die. I kid you not. Drilling holes in the skull of the animals to make them go through seizures, or it's really disgusting. But when you fight against this, ask her. Oh, I feel it. To protect the earth. Greenpeace. Animal rights, again, do not do anything illegal. I won't tell you to break the law. Cleaning up, just a little get together and cleaning up the beach. Cleaning up the oceans. Yes. Those are the projects that you can call. Can you hear it in my voice? Hail, Nana Buluku. Ashe, Nana Buluku. Right? Ashe. Great, great wise mother. We pray that we can evolve. So she has actually been seen in Santeria, Yoruba, and Voodoo in New Orleans, Voodoo in Haiti, and Candomblé, and other, like, and different traditions and stuff, like Lorada, Nana Buluku, again, and we have Nan Buluku la Flambeau, which means of the fire. That's Petro. So again, oh yep, you see it says Petro right there. Oh, I know. Sometimes I get these brain farts. She represents all the phases of the moon: dark moon, full moon, waning moon, waxing moon, all the phases of the moon. The blood moon, yes. She can really deal with the spirits. Yeah, Oya deals with the spirits, you know. She also deals with the Agun, and in stories she would use the Agun to punish. Then there are stories about how she you know, Ogun, again, she when it was it was Oya that came to her and told her about the problem she was having with the Ogun. And again, I heard about that story, and Ogun was furious about that. But again, I'm not sure how canon that is, but I do know there is hatred between, you know, even though it's like her grandchildren, again, sometimes family. Again, she's a grandmother. She is also for women that are childless. Again, even if they are if they're just if they become a stepmother, or they're a caretaker, a nanny, a hired nanny, or a teacher of young children, she's definitely a matron or a female patroness of those people. The midwives and those who help deliver children. Okay, you want the cards of those children. Yes, you're my baby. Okay? Okay, I haven't forgotten. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. You my child. You my baby. You my kid. Alright, here we go. Now he got some recognition. He's not angry. He's not batting his tail in anger. You're my kid. Okay, she'll help you too. So if you considered your cats and your dogs as kids, and you're being a mommy to them, so she doesn't like people who abuse children, and she definitely doesn't like pedophiles. Those are the people you can use as a curse. I hate pedophiles and rapists, and you know. If you got an issue with something, you can call her to help you. She can help you. If you need healing to get off drugs, alcohol, addictions, come to Mama, come to Nana, come to Nana, come to Nanny, come to Nana Buluku. She can help you. But also remember, Get treatment. Go to a meeting. Go to a treatment center. Contact your doctor. Get or a psychiatrist. Get on the road. If you're dealing with sadness, she can help you. Gosh, I've been going on for over an hour, and I didn't even know I didn't even intend to be this long. So let me show you a little bit about seasons and what I mean. Let me see what Nana. Oh, that's number one. Nana Buluku is the most high, supreme, primordial mother, grandmother of all the Orishas, deities, and Dahomis, wise women, herbalists, and healers. And what does she mean by seasons? You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. So she can help you with end something and to begin something. She helps you during transitions and changes. When you are stuck in the muck and the mire, or you're stuck holding on to old things and old patterns and things that no longer serve you, things holding on to a hot rock that's burning your hand. And again, this is not in the book, this is coming from me. It's time to change. It's time to let it go. And you see almost like an aura around her, like right here. Like, move on, move on. And then you see it's like almost like moving from here, like a portal, and moving on. But she's standing still, but she's helping you move on. So I know I'm being long, and just take this as a podcast, She'll help you to move on to another journey. If you're stuck at a job because you're afraid of new people and you don't want to leave your friends, you don't have to leave your friends, but getting a new job is an exciting new opportunity, right? To make new friends. Here's a new opportunity, a new beginning to make new friends. And you're not in the job just to make friends. You're in the job to make money. Maybe you're in a job to help people, but you need to eat. Everyone needs to eat. Everyone needs, even if it's a simple lodging or a mansion, you need a place to live. She is the cycles of life. She's a symbol. She's a power of endurance. She represents sacred rituals. She represents rituals and meditations, transcendental meditations. And boy, can she be commanding. She'll learn how for you to stand up for yourself, and even, to show power, even in old age. And especially the women who are representing the crone, who will become, and in Wicca we call croning. In pagan traditions, the croning ritual. Definitely think of this one. And all phases of women, especially the crone. But all phases of women. She represents the natural world. And help you to foster a greater appreciation of the natural world. She'll help you with the natural world. She'll help you communicate with the plants, with the spirits, the fae, even though that's not, she deals with those things. She deals with all these things to communicate with the herbs, life and nature. She can help you build energy balls to create energies, a new world, and for yourself, and new beginnings. She represents life, birth, nurturing, growth, and even death and rebirth. In order to appease her, one of the things that people do is take fresh water and pour it onto the earth to appease her, just to make her happy. You just go out in your backyard and pour some water out. And sometimes when you reach out to her, she'll reach back. But yeah, she can be your Orisha. And even if she's not your direct Orisha, don't be afraid to reach out to other Orishas or other Loas when you need them. So, oh gosh, I guess there's so much I could talk about her. She whew, is strength. She is stability, but she can also make your enemies sink into the quicksand and make them stuck. She can bind your enemies, but she can also unbind you to uncrush you, to cleanse you, to remove evil energies. She also reminds you to work with your ancestors. It took me a while to even want to call one of my grandmothers in, but I had to remember the good that she did and fostering a relationship with her when she's on the other side now. But again, it was like I even when she was alive I helped her. But I knew what she was. She was also a psychic vampire. Literally a psychic vampire. But again, to remember my great aunt who pretty much didn't want to be in didn't even care for me even though I was a kid. And I have to remember it wasn't me. I was an infant and she couldn't tolerate me when I was crying or when I was a toddler. That's on her. I was a baby. So again, working with my great aunt is another thing, and she can help, like, okay, help you with things. Like I had a love-hate relationship with my mother. And I still, sometimes get very angry at what she did, but I also feed her. I also, when she died, I did a novena for her. I did things for her because she was Christian and she became Catholic. She switched over to Catholicism for my father. But there were witches in my family, in my relatives, so it's in my blood. But again, doesn't matter if you had witches in your relatives. Again, she can help you. So, anyways, there's so much to learn, and I probably, forgot to mention things, and I'm just gonna kick myself in the butt. But I've been talking for an hour and 19 minutes, and I don't know how many people are gonna be with me or deal with me. Woo! But I believe she wants to be heard more now. It's time. That's what I get. It's time. That's her. Anyways, thank you so much for listening to me ramble. There's so much to learn about this goddess, this deity, Rishaloa, however you approach her. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, yeah, and there's a give and take relationship right here. You see this? Give and take. And here she's creating things with fire. That's her. She's creating with fire. But thank you for watching. Please think about, check out WCW White Coat Waste Project. Sign petitions. Call your senators. Call your congressmen. Call your politicians. They've managed to have the labs in Russia defunded. Good. Save the cats. Do that. Sign some petitions to protect the earth. You know, the animals. And think about adopting before shopping. The money that you would give to me, give to the needy. Way you can pay me is subscribe and like my channel and share this with others. Thank you so much. You are awesome. And as always, blessed be. Right, baby? Right. That's Sir Mimu right there. Sir Mimu came at the beginning and at the end. Wait, boo boo. Want a boop? Boop. You got a boop. Anyway, here we go. You want a boop? Boop. Hey, you want a boop? Boop. You got a boop. We don't bite with boops. But anyways, as always, blessed be.